Okay. Hello, my name is Bloody Biscuits, and I'm going to be making this quick little tutorial on this quick little jump right here that you see a lot in Kingdom Hearts speedruns, like Kingdom Hearts 1 speedruns, and wondering if you were like, thinking of getting started in the speedrunning, if you wanted to get started speedrunning this game, like if you wanted to speedrun 1.5 or KH1 or whatever, then you might want to start with this. It's a pretty simple trick, so it's a good thing to start off with. So what it is basically, while you're running from this section over here and you get that log, then you come up here and you have to get the cloth that's all the way up there. So instead of doing this, just running all the way around and jumping up here, which is slow, what you can do is instead of doing that, you can just jump and attack at a specific point and you'll automatically end up there, which is a lot, which saves a few seconds. It's not a huge time saver, but it's still nice to get, and it's pretty easy to learn as well. So this is just going to be kind of a quick setup video to teach you my setup for how I do it. So I'll just go ahead and show the trick really quick. So I line it up, and there you go. I'm already up here, and then you jump up here. Well, I failed that jump, of course, and then you jump up there, grab that, and the cloth is right in there. Okay, so this might kind of like seem daunting to a lot of people because you might just kind of like think, oh, all I have to do is run up here and then jump, and then oh my god, I got it. That time I did get it, but then it's not always that easy. You might just like choose like a bad angle or something like that. But it is relatively nice, but some people just kind of just they don't understand how to get it every single time. They might think they have a good setup, but then it just kind of like backfires on them. But this is the consistent setup that I use. It might be slower than what others use, but I'm just going to be teaching you my setup. So a couple things to note. First of all, I have the manual camera setting on as opposed to the auto camera setting, which might be difficult, which means that it might be difficult if you're using auto to do this setup, but it's the way I do it, and it helps eliminate a lot of camera problems. So I'm a firm believer that manual and KH1 is the way to go, even if you're using 1.5 and you're using the analog stick to control the camera. And second of all, this is on the PS2, so I'm not using the analog stick. Instead, I'm using R2 and L2 to just shift back and forth. But the angle should still be the same. So this is the setup that I do to get up here, like pretty much every single time, which is just like essentially just doing this. All right. So first of all, what I choose the spot that I choose to jump from is this pair of bushes that looks like a butt, essentially, is what I use to line up. So, and I use the left bush, so the left butt cheek, I use that to line up on. So I run directly up against the butt cheek, and you would think, oh, all I have to do is just do that and then jump up here, and I got it. Well, it's not necessarily quite like that. What I do then, after that, is, if you look to the very, very left edge of the screen, I use this, you see how there is the palm tree, and then the really small tree off to the side? What I want to do is I want to make sure that those are both off screen, because if they're on screen, well, I guess it still works. Lol. But, let's see. If it's too far right, okay, well then maybe it's easier than I thought. See, I'm learning things with you guys. Anyway, if it's like too far, then it might not work. Anyway, what I usually do is I try and keep it in between that really, really tall tree and the bridge, the wooden area up there, and try and pinpoint that exact space. And then once I do that and I'm lined up correctly, then I'll just run into the bush at this, precise angle. And all you have to do is run like this, jump, attack, at the height of your jump. Not, you don't, you can't just be like, oh, I got it, or, you have to do it exactly at the height of your jump in order to get it right. And that's that's more of the key, is that you have to get it at the height of your jump, so you can't be too early or too late. You have to be, right at the apex of your jump. that was too late right there. That was perfect. So yeah, it's kind of a longer tutorial to do. I mean, it's easy when you kind of like have all of this time to set it up and everything, but it's also kind of difficult when you have to just, you know, if you're coming, I mean, you're going to be running from this direction, so you just have to come from here and then line yourself up real quick, find the right spot, jump, and then go along your way. And it might take, you know, a little bit of practice, but once you have it down, it's kind of like riding a bike. You just won't forget how to do it. You'll just be able to run up and do it like on a whim, essentially. But yeah, anyway, it's kind of how it is. This is my setup that I do. These are kind of like the more important tips. Line up against this left bush. Line your camera up. At least the way I do it is I line it up like right around here-ish. Make sure to attack at the apex of your jump. Not like that. That was too late. There we go. Yeah. Seems like the most important part of this is the timing of your attack. Because even though I had the correct angle and the correct spot, if I waited, you know, a half second or a quarter second too late, or if I was a little too early, then I would just miss it completely. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Short little video for those who might want to know. I'll see you guys later.